Hey, I'm Ace, and welcome to my channel. Wilfred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgar, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Xanarok and make off with the Lizardman's cash, but but they caught us and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high of a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Mihigan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Damn it. Your skill at arms is impressive, answer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to little Ala Mexico. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They are right there, right for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Willard? Willard, did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. It is that what you desire for yourself and your friends. What no one said anything about the masked man told us we could defeat the empire if we summon Ralger Ralger, he swore. Enough, I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Ala Mexico. Mexico. I dare say Ace will wish to hear it as well. No more lies, Rollred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted too desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known there's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Allah Mexico lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventure and outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know there's are kind souls such as you out there. Little little Ali Mexico may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the mass stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Welcome back, Ace. I reliably informed the investigating took you to Quarry Mill and Little Ala Mexico. Tell me where you able to learn of La Halbra, planted the knowledge of summoning in presentable young minds, you say, precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malignant will. We must need these delve deeper and we must delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Mentphilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Uh, Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. While you were aware tending to business and then Nalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Silifs. An individual fitting La Habra's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12's willing we pick up La Halbria's trail once more. Nora Norura Exia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Ace. Okay. I forgot she was here. Walking one is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ash Crown Conspiratorium, according to Friendly One, a digging one named Madroid, Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is mostly certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One, Medrod. Digging One is to be found at follow ground flow in the North Shroud. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I looked death in the face. This only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm for long enough to hold a conversation. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow and winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared to see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever we can. Hey, anything to assure that we won't have to suffer Medroid's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to wait. I haven't I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure, it's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. So here's what I know about the deaths. All of the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scaleskin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. Somehow doubt that the answer that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, three of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? You've already seen the the Ziz. Good work, adventurers. So, where are you able to find to suggest that the creature are our culprits? Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proofs, I wouldn't know what it looked like anyway. I believe we can safely strike this from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'll be a better watch myself. Sigh. And seemingly, Jeps aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, her Ranakar went into the great big rock southwest and of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigation. I reckoning I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing once you torn the rock a new one. Bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. There is something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sightings took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looked up, I found myself locked in gaze with the giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. I'm gonna finish these two quests. Probably, maybe. We'll see. Now we gotta go this way. Oh, somehow. Good boy. That's where we need to go. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 of the rock of Rannochcore. It has a name, but what's a few vengeful spirits to a doubtless adventurer like you, huh? Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they are definitely lightning expected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning dirt. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. A monstrous Banamite appeared, and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. International or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does not this does this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? So there's been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your frown, bros, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt it was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's impossible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Phantomite. But you and I were almost apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What more, our adventurer friend here had a run in with the Bannermite at the very spot where you claim to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we are making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be gods, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Bug is so obvious, but then that means since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as of yet undiscovered. Discovered. Go. I do believe we are out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we are just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown, lest you have forgotten it was at the rocky area to the rest that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Okay, as much as I want to keep playing, I got a lot done today, and think I'm gonna end that there for today. I'll be back later today though. If you like this content and like seeing me play more of this, and if you want to join me on the game and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to. I'll leave a link to the server I'm on and my name in as well. But also, if you also like all the content, don't forget to hit that like button and sub button. It helps me out a lot, and I hope you all have a go fantastic night.